Okay, people, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary. Michael Jackson's closest friend, Mark Lester, defended Michael Jackson and saying about leaving the Neverland series, saying basically that the series is quite sick. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the best friends interview, Michael Jackson's closest friends interview, and I'm gonna give you the rest of my commentary.
Tonight, we'll finally get to see the new controversial Michael Jackson documentary, Leaving Neverland. It focuses on two men, Wade Rawson and James Safechuck, who, despite previously defending their childhood hero in court, now say they were sexually abused by the pop star. With me now is one of Michael Jackson's closest friends, Mark Lester. Mark, you've seen the documentary, like I have. Yeah. What did you make of it?
Well, first of all, I thought it was overlong. It seemed to repeat itself quite a lot. It was quite boring in many places. Made me feel quite sick.
Did you feel, watching it, that this was anything to do with the person that you knew for decades?
This is not the Michael Jackson that I knew for over 30 years. This is not the man that my children knew. This is not the guy that I knew that they were talking about.
So do you feel angry about it, or just saddened or disappointed?
I think I feel sad that this has even come to light. I don't really know what the object of the exercise is here. I mean, it's a very sad and sensitive subject. Child abuse is awful, but I can't fathom what good or what this is trying to achieve.
You were, as you said, very, very close, very good friends. Nothing inappropriate ever happened to you.
No.
Did you ever see, Mark, anything that made you think something's not right here, alarm bells are going off?
Absolutely not. I never saw or was party or even had the slightest notion that there was anything untoward with Michael. And my children were, for maybe 7, 8 years with Michael's children, playing together. I mean, I was godfather to his children, he was godfather to my children. I never had nothing ever untoward.
And you were really in the inner circle. As far as you're concerned, there is no truth at all in any of these allegations. Why do you think then that they're doing this? Why put yourself through that at the age of they're now in their late 30s?
I don't know these guys. I don't know. I fail to understand what the purpose of this is, really.
When you were at Neverland, there were young boys and children running around, and you've said in the past that their behaviour sometimes was bad. They were like rats.
Oh gosh, yes. Well, I remember when the Arvizo children was a little cancer boy who Michael visited in the hospital a lot and then invited him to the ranch. And then in the end, there was about a dozen of these sort of hooligans running around Neverland, trashing the place.
Gosh, do you think he was taken advantage of then?
Oh, absolutely.
Did you see that quite a lot, that people would do that?
I didn't see it quite a lot, but certainly with that family, there was, they took advantage to the nth degree, and they treated Neverland, and they abominably. I mean, they stole. We had a wine cellar that he had locked away, so they were breaking in and stealing booze, and they had golf carts that went around the property, and they would race these things, and they would roll them over down hills and things. It was just like, just have some respect.
When you were his friend, you were probably one of the most, if you like, normal, if you can use that word, but sort of down to earth people, and your children as well. And he didn't have much contact with his family at that time. Was he quite a lonely person? I'm trying to get a handle on what he was actually like as a person, because of course we don't know.
Sure. Yeah, I know. It's very difficult to kind of explain, but anybody who ever met Michael would know. And he was a very shy, I don't know whether he was lonely, but he kept himself to himself. He was very polite to everybody around him, very softly spoken. Well, we met I think we were in our late teens. Michael came to London I think he was with I think they were called the Jacksons then, or the Jackson 5. Yeah. And I got a call from his manager, I was living in London, and Michael wanted to meet me, his manager said. So, okay, fine. So anyway, I went along. I took my sister with me, who was a big fan.
Right.
I wasn't particularly a fan. Maybe music's okay. And so we turn up at this hotel, and he has the entire floor of the hotel. It's like, wow, this is pop star material, superstar. Anyway, so we led through all the security and everything, and I'm like, well, there's the door. So I'm like, knock, knock. I'm thinking, what's going to be on the other side of the door? A guy in a spacesuit, or hovering, or doing something weird. Anyway, so I opened the door, and Mike was just looking down. He had a pair of jeans and a sweatshirt on, and a pair of trainers. And he, hey, Mark, how are you? Come in and give him a big hug. And my sister's like, I think jaw was like,
And you just hit it off? You just hit it off?
Yeah, we went in for, I thought it was like 10-minute, chat.
Yeah.
We left like 8 o'clock in the evening.
Gosh. And it's remarkable because when he died, the contact was cut off. The family just kind of, I guess that was it. Which seems a shame because, your children did spend a lot of time there. And also I'm thinking more about Michael Jackson's children because they live a very bizarre life. We think we're not there, but from what we see and what we read. And of course, there's all these rumours that you might be Paris's dad. We don't, there's all of that. You don't know and you don't want to find out. But the thing is, your children could have helped those kids, I think, a lot.
Absolutely.
Give them a bit of normality.
Yeah, I mean, they were together for 7, 8 years, just playing as like they were cousins, I guess.
Yeah.
My daughter Harriet often asks me whether she can reconnect with Paris, and because they were Harriet's a little bit older, but they used to sit down and watch movies together. They used to draw together. They used to have water balloon fights together.
But especially if, we don't know because we don't know, but, especially if they were related by blood, it would be silly for them not to be together. Do you know what I mean? It would
Regardless of that, it was just, I think Harriet, my daughter, is a very bright girl. She's at Oxford doing a PhD at the moment. So she's not a flaky kid who's like starstruck. She's going to be a doctor in a year's time. And, she said she would very much like to reach out and see Paris again and just go, I don't know, go to the movies. Go, I don't know.
Ordinary
go for a walk.
Yeah, no, I can
anything.
understand that. This documentary, it's on tonight in the UK and tomorrow night as well. Do you think there'll be a long-standing damage to Michael Jackson? Do you think this, because a lot of people are saying, I won't listen to his music again, they're saying that some radio stations are going to ban his music and all of that. We don't know whether that's true or not. But do you think ultimately this will change anything?
I don't. I think this is just a flash in the pan, like a ripple that will go, it's sensationalist, and I imagine in 3-4 weeks' time, it'll be old news, and it would just be gone and forgotten.
And these boys, what if they were sitting here now, what would you want to say to them, the ones that have made the allegations?
I would feel very, very uncomfortable.
Would you?
I would feel it would make my flesh crawl, to be honest with you.
You wouldn't want to speak to them?
No.
So your memories, if I could sum up your memories of Michael Jackson, when you think of him, can you think of him as your friend and block out all of these other allegations that have been over the years?
No, Lorraine, because I watched that documentary. I was asked to watch it for you, for here.
Indeed.
And I was trying to watch it with a very open mind. And nothing in my mind has changed about Michael.
He had a true, loyal friend in you. I think it's very sad that you and your family, for reasons of their own that the Jacksons don't, you're not part of their lives and part of his children's lives. It seems a terrible shame.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is one of Michael Jackson's closest friends, Mark Lester, defending the pop star, the king of pop, about the allegations of child molestation. And this is the British talk show named Lorraine did the interview. So this confirms that he was the godfather of Michael's kids. Michael was the godfather of his children. But again, Leaving Neverland has basically really changed people's minds, some of them. Yesterday in Canada, when they basically stopped playing Michael Jackson songs on some radio stations, including Montreal, Quebec, especially, and you got other countries that follow suit because of this, and we really don't know. I mean, here in America, we already knew that Michael Jackson didn't do this, but people are gonna want them to see, you know, evidence that said that Michael did it, Michael molested these boys and stuff like that, which there's no evidence. Like I told you when I did a video of, the truth about Michael Jackson and Leaving Neverland, that even the FBI themselves says that there is no evidence that they did. They were doing background checks on Michael Jackson. They did surveillance on him for decades and proven that no evidence that he did any wrongdoing. So again, there's another friend of Michael Jackson's even confirmed that he didn't really molested these boys who are grown men now. So tell me what you think about this. Share this video, like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.